Get ready for live stream curling, only at curlingzone.com.
And I've got with me a couple of guest commentators. I've got John Bass. You there, John?
I am, Hugh.
Fantastic. And Trevor Walton. You there, Trevor?
Good afternoon, Hugh. How are you?
I'm great. But I've got an interesting and important matchup here in the tournament this afternoon. We've got Courtney playing against Greenwood. Missisauga. We've got some of the kids might have some.
We are. Team Auld has won last rock based on the draw of the button. And draw to the button. They've just about covered the pin, I think. Very, very close.
Yeah, definitely a good start on the draw to the button for Auld. Easily controlled the practice and had great weight on the draw to the button.
Looking forward to a great game, Trevor. This is, as Hugh said, we're down to that point of the week where all the games are super important, and especially this one. Team Auld is definitely in the hunt for a playoff spot, and Greenwood's team can't afford another loss. They're still alive, but they've got to win out. So huge game for both teams, and it should be really, really interesting and exciting.
Yeah, we should be in for a good one for sure. Actually, what's amazing is the field. There's a ton of parity in this field by the looks of it so far. You know, we got 2 draws left, and there's a number of teams still in the hunt. I think there's only 2 teams eliminated at this stage through the round robin. So every game that's out here on sheets A through D have impact to playoff implications.
Off to a fairly simple start. Looks like Molly Greenwood's called this one into the rings, which is pretty conservative, but not surprising given the stakes and given the the fact that it's a 10-end game. And I think the girls just want to get going and get comfortable, find draw weight, and get a couple ends under the belt by the looks of things.
Normal.
Yeah, and Courtney's following suit here too. Just by the Greenwood draw came to the back of the house, and Courtney would have had a couple options, but like you said, John, staying conservative in the first end and running up and down the field.
Yep, the other options being a freeze to that or throwing a corner in the end.
Really hard.
But they've elected to keep it pretty simple. Well thrown takeout. Soon to be followed, I'm sure.
Like this one's curling a bit.
And I expect that's something that these teams don't run into as often. Club ice, in my experience, has tended to be a little straighter sometimes than arena ice, and this is very close to arena ice with the curl and the speed that Scott Muir and his group have put together here. It's a great surface for curling, but it does take some adjustment for the players.
All the way.
Yeah, without a doubt. Watching some of the webcasts this week, it seems like the ice has just been fabulous. And talking to a few people in the lounge here prior to the draw, there's been tons of compliments to the ice crew here at Mississauga. I know Scott's got a good crew working with them, and they put a lot of time in, and I'm sure all the players really appreciate the work that they've done, because especially when you go to a provincial championship, you want some great conditions, and we certainly have that here this week. not surprising to you when you give ice makers that with a mic to talk about their surface. Did they talk about the game at all?
How to make shots.
Not in. Not in.
So Auld sort of taking the first bit of aggressive strategy here in the first end with a corner guard being just off the rings. Auld elected to play a come around here and get a couple rocks in play.
Line's good.
They're taking a solid 4.5 feet of ice for that come around, which I rock.
Whoa. All you.
It's really moving though.
Oh, Palin.
Line looks great.
Palin. Hard. Right over. Hard. Really nice.
Great
Really
shot.
nice, Taya.
Great shot. That's something you wouldn't see even a year ago, where the outside sweeper takes the rock, and that was an attempt to make the rock curl more, which was the traditional theory of curling was a sweeping could only make a rock go straight. Curlers have now adopted the belief that you can make it curl more and go straighter, depending on what side of the rock you're sweeping from and what technique you're using. So it's interesting to see that these girls have adopted that because it's such a new technique and technology. It's really interesting.
Yeah, really aggressive call here. Really aggressive call, and any not a lot of room for error. Any sort of chop off here really brings a deuce into play for the Auld team. But a good freeze can really shrink the rings as well and turn the tide here.
Has to be really precise, but it looks really good.
Just depending on the weight here.
Oh, fantastic shot.
That's a great shot.
Angle's really good. I don't know if there's enough room to get to the nose of that. You're having a look at that now.
Try to get as close to nose as possible. Back line. Okay. Back line, Max. Back line.
Just a bit more than what I threw.
Hugh, that's going to require us to multitask. I'm going to have to look forward and over my shoulder. That's pretty much impossible, my friend.
Ald's just elected a real soft weight takeout here, and got a few options here. If this overcurls and chops off that corner guard into the rings, it's not a bad result.
Hard, both of you.
Yes!
Hard.
Yeah, but again, not a terrible result here for the Auld team. Now they're in a position where they're 1-3, and that becomes a lonely red potentially here.
Yep, the pressure's now, we've got a hit and stick, or the deuce is definitely in play. And even the roll after the hit must be pretty precisely played, because you quite possibly set up a fairly routine double if you don't roll to the right spot. So, well, you would want to roll it over to the right. Our right. Yeah.
Exactly, even them up a little bit so there's no double.
Yep, get some separation between them.
It'll be interesting to see, this is the first hit we've seen with the intern, to see if it curls as much as that out-turn spot where we saw a couple over curls earlier in the end.
That is busting.
Ooh, got away with it.
Actually, and the way they rubbed the red one, I think it actually really got a good result out of that.
A real fortunate angle that resulted on rubbing that red.
Wow, that rub of the red turned a wide open hit for two into a really tricky tap for two. So that's delay two.
Delay two, yeah.
Delay two.
Yeah.
But that was a good break.
Just a little bit.
Boy, boy, ice is really curling, even with that takeout weight. I know it wasn't big weight, but not only the draws moving, but the control, the board weight sort of hits are really moving a lot as well. Something we can watch for, because that's tough to control.
Well, I think this is part of the experience that these teams are getting playing on ice that swings this much, because on straight ice, a little bit of a point in is an effective shot, an effective delivery. Here, it can be a disaster.
That's funny. Good. Russell Cuddy here. He's actually just heading off. He's
Also not very much weight.
He's one of the young lads that's playing on the boys' side of this tournament. Last year. Junior this year.
Down.
You guys into this?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you talking to us, you? Okay. Are we on air? I thought you were talking to yourself. I thought you were just, okay, never mind. Back to the game. I wasn't even listening to you here, so actually, there's nothing important I had to add that I can't. Interesting shot there, though. Courtney came up a little bit light on her attempt to tap it back, and now Molly's got a chance to just split the rings, lie two, and have a force in the first end, which without last rock in the first end is a great outcome for Molly Greenwood's team.
Yeah, Molly's got to be a little bit careful on this one, though. John, I think as long as she's T-line or anywhere behind it, she's got a pretty good shot. But if she leaves it anywhere in the top 8, she might give Courtney a crack at a double for 3 here.
Yep, absolutely right.
So we'll watch the sweepers on this one to see what they think of the release of Molly here. And we're working it pretty hard right now, which would indicate that it needs a little bit of speed, needs a little bit of weight.
Alright, guys! Okay, well, it's not.
You know, it's a better spot there, I think, than the top of the 8-foot, setting up that double for 3, because I think this is a trickier shot.
Yeah, this is definitely a tricky shot. There is an opportunity for 3, though, for sure.
Yeah, there is. You're right.
Definitely for 2.
Possibly even for 3 with the right weight.
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah, so they're gonna take a solid run at this.
She's going to try and hit that yellow rock of her own a little bit on the high side, drive it back onto the red on an angle which hopefully for her will kick it by the back yellow one on the right-hand side. But it's very precise.
That one. Sweeper's really working it hard. This is really close. Oh, just rub the back.
Rubs the back.
One yellow. Great try. That was really close to being made. A little bit more weight, I think, and maybe actually hit in that spot probably for 2. A little bit more weight, a little higher might have actually gone for 3.
Yeah. All in all, a good try, but with the hammer, got your one in the first, and actually a good end. It looked like it was going to be up and down the sheet. That there was a little bit of action.
Yeah, we had a lot more in that end than it looked like it was going to start. Team Auld gets first rock now in the second end, and there has been a package delivered to the broadcasting booth. Fantastic! Thank you to the
Right here.
curling gods, I guess. That's awesome. We were getting parched.
Yep.
Fantastic hospitality here at the Missisauga Golf Country Club. So a good start to the end for Auld here. Good
Nice
position
job.
of this first rock.
Exactly where she called it, top of the 4-foot. Now Greenwood's choosing to throw a takeout on it. Again, the aggressive alternative would be throwing a corner guard in this situation.
Looks like a good shot coming down here by the Greenwood team. So John, I'd be sort of interested in your thoughts here, because you've got kids that have grown up through the hockey system, and when we look across the sheets here, there's really when you look across, there's what looks like a ton of athletes that are curling now. There's a great amount of skill. There's teams that all look like they're when you compare that to hockey, we couldn't say that about curlers probably about 10 years ago when you looked across the sheets, but it looks like there's been a big transformation, that teams are really working on their physical conditioning to make themselves better. Is that something that you've seen in your kids' development of hockey as well, or is that sort of maybe been in the hockey ranks for longer than it has been in curling?
Well, I guess I had to answer that question. I don't have any historical background in hockey. Hockey's new to my family, so I've only seen sort of this one generation of hockey players, but they certainly are, by and large, fit and athletic for sure. They work out, my daughter and son have always been on the ice 5 times a week. So they and their teammates are in pretty good shape. Certainly, my experience in junior curling and the whole game of curling has changed unbelievably in the last 10 years. Well, since the Olympics. The Olympics, I think, has changed curling 150%, 1,000%. Where these teams are coached, they work out, they practice much more than, I think we practiced in our day in juniors, but maybe not with the same discipline and the same, untrue. In my adult curling life, I may not have been a great practicer, but in my junior curling life, I practiced every single day. I lived 100 yards on one side of the curling club when high school was on the other side of the curling club, and I threw rocks every day. But the way these athletes go at it now is totally different. They are much more serious and just so much better coached. Although, I got a fun fact for you, Trevor. Courtney Auld's grandfather was my first curling coach.
You're kidding.
I am not kidding. Now, this points out the difference, though. The difference is he became our coach when we won our first provincial junior. We had never had a coach up until going to our first national junior. And I think that's the difference.
Yeah. Now a huge difference there, where teams, you look right across the lounge here, there's coaches behind every sheet, and I know all the teams that entered also have coaches, so yeah, big change there. So it's interesting in this end. We've had a miss early by the Greenwood team, which has allowed the Auld team to split the house and really create a good situation for the Auld team to put the Greenwood team into a forced position. So the Greenwood team's looking for a way to try and generate a deuce with the hammer, but right now they're definitely in a defensive position with the execution by the Auld team so far.
Yeah, pretty much textbook end for the Auld team at this point. I mean, the way they want it to go.
So we just need to hit less of it on my shot?
Yes. It overcurled and it chipped our back yellow, and that's why I lost speed.
Okay.
Good shot, though.
Yeah.
Good
So
shape.
like
For sure.
Interesting conversation by the Auld back end there. Just still recounting and trying to learn from where they needed to hit that shot in the first end to get the 3 points. So they're really engaged in the game right now.
And you're more engaged than I am, Trevor, because I missed that entirely. You're the engaged commentator. I'm the unengaged commentator.
Whoa. Just hard.
There's that effect of the sweeping that you were talking about before, John. There, by sweeping that, they're trying to make that curl.
Yep, and that's something that is brand new to this game. And I think it's great. I think it makes it's reasonable. It makes making shots better, making shots easier, or being able to make more shots is fantastic for this game. I mean, some of the technology clearly that came out this year was way over the top. You could do way too much with the stone, but what they can do with these brooms and this technique, I think, is fantastic.
Yeah, if you think back about when we played, John, there was the technical advancement was a lighter broom, a new type of head sort of thing. But this is actually something that changes how you can control a rock. I think it's great progress for the game.
Absolutely. Making more shots is good. Making more shots is more fun.
Same weight.
Wait.
So Molly got the break she was looking for on that rollout by the Auld team a couple shots ago. So now likely the Greenwood team's looking to run this end out and hope for their blank here and keep the hammer and maybe generate some offense in the next end.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Clean. Yeah. Just a little bit. Whoa. Yes. Clean. Good.
Perfectly thrown shot.
Okay. Same way, Caitlin.
Held hard at the end.
I've noticed Molly Greenwood's team has adopted the new techniques. Had the pleasure of broadcasting one of their games earlier this round robin, and I don't believe they were doing this. So you talk about junior development, we're watching it before our eyes because I think they've changed how they swoop.
Yeah.
Well, there's no doubt the whole change has been so rapid this year. It's been I think there was a couple teams that sort of caught on last year and sort of kept it under the radar on the men's circuit.
And pocketed about $150,000 doing so, which was pretty cool on their part.
On their part, for sure. But it's amazing the development that happened this year and how far it had to go before it actually landed where it is. Because I think it's landed in a pretty good spot. To see the teams employing it really universally in such a short time is pretty impressive.
It really is. Because literally a calendar year ago, there were probably two teams in the world doing it. Now, we're watching it being done here. I'm sure if we go to our local club and watch men's night on Tuesday night, we're going to see it being done. Maybe not properly, but they'll be trying to do it. I personally prefer the it looked good when it went by me kind of approach to curl to sweeping, but that might not be part of the competitive game now.
I think that was your standard weight call.
It's amazing how often I thought that's what was going to happen. It was heavy.
A bit.
Perfect.
No,
I want to go back to the center line.
Center. Normal?
Yeah.
Interesting. Courtney wants to roll to the center line. I think that's thinking would be that that's the most difficult place for Molly to hit and roll out.
Absolutely maximizing the roll that she needs for the blank.
Yep. But details, it's a game of inches, and
that's right.
They're looking for those tiny little advantages.
As this end's gone on, we've seen a little more solid hit weight, and the ice is really seeming to run a lot straighter. So it's amazing how weight sensitive this is when you get down to that back weight and that board weight. How much it is going to care, but with a little bit more weight, it really does hold a true line.
I think you're right, Trevor. Makes it a little simpler. Good shot. And now this will be the attempt for the blank. Courtney's team just made a comment about it's running straighter. I wonder if they've maybe perceiving that her second rock might be a little bit straighter than some of the others. It's something interesting to watch in the course of the game.
Yeah, it will be interesting because that same rock she threw for the shot for 3 down in the first end as well. So and that I think that one curled a little bit too much for her. So maybe it's just a weight that they're throwing and how the ice is going to react with it. How much really sensitive it is. I think we're seeing a lot of good rotation put on the stones by these curlers. Like Molly's peel here is
A little roll.
almost gonna make it out of the rings. Oh, game of inches.
Wow, is that out? I think it is out. Hard to say.
It's 1. I think it's on. Yeah.
Could have him.
1 it is.
Wow.
Let's do the Rick Router, Trevor. Count them up. 1.
Pardon? It's on.
You're pulling out your A material for the for the one.
That's all the material I got.
3.
Yeah, it's a great crowd out here today.
What's our viewership up to there? Here we got 4 viewers. Excellent. Do we know them all? Somebody call our friends, quick.
Hey, you're gonna put up a corner if we keep going.
5.
Did you
Thanks,
just
Mom.
log on, Hugh? I think more people in this building can probably hear us than the people that are watching
I
online.
think it's up to speed. Go, you're not in front of you.
Well, we know the bartender's logged in, so that's 1. All right, we're gonna bring some life to this. We're gonna hit the teams anytime soon. Looks pretty good, but I think they're worried about the rain. By looks like.
Hard! Whoa. Oh, just here.
Pretty good result actually when you chop that guard on the come around. Now there's the Auld team with the hammer's got 2 corner guards to work with.
Yep, really effective shot actually.
We're just talking about how hot it was in here. Okay, got it.
Emily Watson with the 8-turn draw around. That's got lots of room.
Really diving now. Wow.
Goodbye.
Just gonna wreck, I think.
Good try.
So we're gonna get a lot of rocks in play this end.
8.
Yeah, game on. This should be an entertaining end the way this is starting out. 3 rocks in front of the house. There's going to be some action. In turn, come around.
I'm great!
Throw.
Are you? Hard!
Great shot by the K-Dog.
K-Dog, nice. You pulled out the bio sheet.
Just reading a bio.
Nice
Nickname is
call,
the K-Dog. Great come around there.
Oh, there's stuff on here. We got food allergies. We got all kinds of stuff on here we can talk about. Fortunately, I didn't need my glasses, so I'm not going to talk much about it.
Go for yeah, go for the peel. Hard! Okay. Good, Aaron.
Front or corner?
Attempted to run back, but the peel is a reasonable outcome. Now, Courtney's team is going to try and play the out-turn draw around the corner guard on the left-hand side, their own corner guard. What do you got on Jessica Humphreys there, Trev?
Well,
Line's a little tight. Where's
Jessica
the weight?
Humphreys. She attends Fenland Falls Secondary School.
Awesome.
She's curled for 13 years, and her hobbies are curling and spending time with her family.
Line's good.
The only thing that frightens me there is she's curled for 13 years. She's a junior. She must have started when she was...
She's 17 years old.
Yeah, she started when she was 4. Holy smokes.
Actually, come in for one.
And that one hung around in the back for her.
Pretty good now, Jess.
Good then. They started learning to skate at 2 and 3, and then my daughter Maddie started when she was 4. She didn't touch the puck till she was 7, but that's
That's commitment.
I'll be watching my phones for updates. The Oakville Hornet Bantam AA team is presently taking on the Stony Creek Sabres Bantam AA team, and
I'll play it this way.
for our 7 interested viewers, I'll let them know how that's going.
Thanks for that, John.
Yeah, that's a shameless plug for the Oakville Hornets.
Jessica now just looking to replace that hit made by the Greenwood team.
Whoa! Kaylin! Hard!
32, see?
32. Look at that viewership drive we have.
Awesome.
Like a telethon here.
I think a little cussing here, 12, we could top 50. Word will travel. Greenwood's team attempting an in-turn hit and roll behind the corner guard, which would be an effective double takeout, because if she gets it in behind the yellow, it's going to kind of eliminate the rock in the back 12 on the left. Hanging out a bit.
Yeah, that one's out there a little bit, it looks like.
Bye, Caleb.
Good try. Close. Now it affords the opportunity for Ald's team to throw the out-turn draw around again, putting a three in play.
It's pretty quick.
Exactly, yeah, this is a real big shot in the end right here, coming up by Thea.
Yeah, this really puts the pressure on. If she can get this at least partially tucked around the corner guard in front of the tee line. So reading Thea's bio here. John, I'm going to throw it out there. What do you think Thea's favorite band is?
Little bit, Jess.
I got nothing here.
Hard.
I'll take a guess.
Hard.
Oh,
Just Kaylin now. Just Kaylin.
Hugh's got the same bio information here. That was a trick question for our commentator here.
All the way.
Wow.
It is Led Zeppelin.
Come on.
And favorite movie? The Big Lebowski.
Wow.
I think she was born middle-aged.
Okay, back to the game.
A great come-around, though.
A fantastic come-around. There's a lot of trouble.
Thea Coburn. A great come-around, though. No, this now turns into a great opportunity for the Auld team and puts a ton of pressure on the Greenwood team here with this shot.
Yeah, this has to be absolutely dead nuts on the corner.
Yeah, this is an interesting call, too, playing a soft shot when you're in this sort of predicament. I wonder if a run back would have been another option for Greenwood there. Even if you miss the run back, you open it up and possibly make the double in the next one.
Yeah, playing the run back hopefully takes the big end out of play.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that call better. Right now, the left-hand side of the sheet is owned by Team Auld. She goes to the right now, spreads things out. More trouble for Molly Greenwood. The big sin here would be slipping this behind the tee line. The big sin in that would be because that would afford Greenwood's team an out. They'd be able to follow this rock down, freeze to it, and effectively get out of the end. So, in front of the tee line, semi-tucked on this side is the goal.
Whoa.
Sweepers haven't touched it yet.
Not yet.
top 8 foot depth.
Looks deeper than that to me.
Back here, back here, back here. Back here.
Oh, sorry, that's what we're looking for, yeah, absolutely.
Now they're looking to take it as far back as they can to eliminate that freeze that John was just talking about.
Well, unfortunately, they got it so far back that a freeze to that now doesn't eliminate the rock in the 8 foot on the left-hand side.
That's right.
So it's actually that far back was better than back of the 8 foot.
Definitely.
It's also open, actually. So really a freeze to that, it's not going to be buried and frozen. So Molly's team's...
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised they're playing the hit though, because even if they play the hit and they don't make the roll, it still allows Auld the opportunity to lie 3 on the next one.
Is that what they're doing, Trevor? They're hitting the one in the back?
With that ice, I would think so. But
yeah, it's almost like conceding 3.
Yeah.
Either that or with that ice, they're throwing.
Yeah, I don't.
That would be about the right ice, though. You? That's thinking out of the box, buddy. Attaboy.
Not just a technical coordinator.
Well, not even a technical coordinator, actually. Am I still swallowing the microphone, Kathy? I've been accused of having this a little too close. I appreciate the fact that you told me who KJ was. I was still trying to figure that out. I was silent for a while. I was trying to figure out who KJ was, but thank you.
Bring up to speed.
It's a rollout there by the Greenwood team, and now this comes down to a 2-on-1 situation.
Okay.
You know, Ald's got 2 rocks left. Greenwood's got 1. So with the well-placed come around here, there's a ton of pressure on the Greenwood team.
Didn't push it.
Lots of room.
Didn't push it.
Yeah, lots of rotation too. That should run for a while.
Whoa, wait a bit. It's
Less you need, guys. Now, Jess, now. Right back.
Yep.
Back 12, back 12.
Back, right back.
Going back to the same place again.
Back, right back.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That's the out that the Greenwood team needed.
Well, you know, actually, it's not buried. So it's not a... No, if that rock's buried and behind the tee line like that, that's a huge problem for Auld's team. But it's wide open, making the freeze really, really hard. Well, because you have to be so precise. I wonder about if they can roll. They can hit and roll all the way onto the one in the back 12 and actually get out of this end with only a deuce, which would. I think that's probably what they're thinking right now.
Yeah, definitely. The further they can roll over into that other sort of in between those 2 yellow rocks, that would be a great shot to limit the damage.
It's a long way out there. This is where you want that outside sweeper going to make it curl.
Starting to come off the line now.
Oh! Yep. Tear. Hard.
Oh, that's close back there.
Great try.
Looks like it actually may have stopped for second shot from the view
I think
we're
it
looking
did.
at.
But I think it's open. Yeah, it's
It
open.
still is exposed, yeah.
Courtney's choosing to basically play a drawdown to it. Just with that ice, she must be looking to just tap it out, as opposed to hitting it out.
Huh? No. So I'm just going to throw back 8, and if the line's great, you guys can sweep it to tap it 2 inches. But I'd rather just get her 2 than me hump it.
Should we play that Who's Favorite Band again, John?
If these were bands that were making music post 2000, I'm out.
So Courtney's favorite band is Nickelback.
Wow.
Yeah.
These retro bands.
Whoa.
Gotta be honest, I was expecting to see a few more Justin Biebers on here.
But kudos to them for not having that's fantastic.
It's just T-line.
Hard, I think you can get it. Yes, hard.
So she's got the weight. She's got great line back here. They're really pounding it.
Just gotta move an inch.
Oh, they touched it. Is it far enough? That's really close.
Well, they called our bluff. They moved it an inch. I don't know if that's right or not.
What a great throw, though.
Really well played.
Yeah, well swept, well called. We'll just see if they had enough weight. 2 for sure, though. So definitely a solid end for the Auld team, and measure for 3 coming up.
While we're waiting for this measure, Trevor, I'm going to comment. Trevor's a longtime former teammate of mine, and he will appreciate what I'm about to say, but I really wish that I had the delivery of these girls. Holy smokes. Every one of these girls, I'm watching them throw the rock technically, and it is so solid.
You look, not just the game we're watching, right across all 4 sheets. I mean, the caliber of play. You know, I was talking to someone earlier today, and you know, not to use the back in the day reference, but when I played in a couple junior provincials, there was the good teams had 4 curlers on them. The rest of the teams had sort of 3 good curlers and a buddy.
Yeah,
you know,
somebody
like
trying to not fall.
Yeah, exactly, and that's not the case now. We got teams where you know, looking at these teams, like if I look over to any of the other sheets, I couldn't tell you who the skip or the lead is. They're all so technically sound, and back in the day, for sure, there was a huge difference in you could tell who the good players were and not. So it's amazing, and you know, looking at this field too. I mean, I know there's teams that have been to nationals before, many that have been to many provincials, and the field and the caliber is really deep here this week.
Scooter, you were so captivating there, I missed the measure.
It's 2.
2? 2 it is.
So had to move it a fraction further.
So I was wrong again. They had to move it 2 inches apparently.
Nonetheless, though, a solidly played end by the Auld team there, and a really good attempt by Molly on that last shot to cut down the end, and actually did with the roll that she made.
Whoa.
Yeah, just about as good as she could do.
Yeah, great shot.
Just going to slip a little bit deep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Molly does here. I mean, it's with it behind the tee line, I'd expect to see a corner guard.
Nice shot, Kaylin.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, down 2. A corner guard would be the traditional call here for sure.
Even end as well.
Yeah, this makes it even. I mean, this makes it easy on Team Auld because they've got a 2-point lead. They don't want rocks in play. They're going to be thrilled to just hit this rock that is going to be in play. Well, hopefully in play shortly for Team Molly Greenwood.
Yeah.
Well out, so we're going to see another attempt to draw the top of the 4-foot. Down 2, you'd like to push the envelope a little bit. You need some rocks in play and you know, force some more difficult shots on Team Auld. A wide open hit, you're really just kind of hoping the other team fans. And frankly, we just talked about how solid these girls' delivers are. It's not going to happen. I mean, it's highly unlikely.
Yep. Gotta be here. Gotta be here. Hard. Hard to fight.
Now, Courtney Wald's team's just throwing them a bone because they've just thrown the guard for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's an execution miss. I mean,
It was the right call, but
the right call just came up late.
Molly's got no hesitation to come around that. See if we
It's
can
like
get.
it's like she knew.
Fell right into the trap, as we used to say. You guys are nothing but trap shooters.
Great weight, just hung out a little bit. Still open, I think, for the team from Bayview.
Looking across the other sheets on sheet C, Marshall seems to be up 2-1 against Murphy. And sheet B, Brandwood is up 2-0 over Little, and on sheet A, Rosen's up 5-2 over Horton.
Roll it.
Wow, little rub off the guard to correct the line to a perfect hit and roll behind.
Wow.
That's not luck, that's skill, man.
Low fives. Do we have that technology? Oh, I thought we were like Sportsnet.
I watched.
Very similar.
We're not exactly Mike either, or
Oh, great shot.
Russ, or
Great run back and rolls the shooter into a corner guard as well, which is another great result, which is gonna force Auld to go on the defense a little bit here. And nice rebound though after the team that has a break like that against them to come back with a solid reply is a good sign for the Greenwood team.
yeah, for sure.
Not even.
Yep, that was all release. She just set that back away from the line of the broom.
How an end can turn around in two shots.
Yeah, now all of a sudden advantage for the team from Kitchener. They've got a corner guard. They're going to come around it now. Exactly what they would have wanted if they could have the same play out according to their strategy. That was quite a word, Burger.
It was. Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, no danger of that.
That's really diving now.
Great shot. Looks at least partially buried. What do we have? Can't see where that corner guard is, but
Ald's respecting it and going to play the run back. And
yep, it's buried enough that the run back's the call.
Roll it, Jess.
Not the result that Bayview was looking for, because now there's another guard in play, which I'm sure Molly's going to come around. Nope. Okay. That's why I'm not playing.
I think I'm wide and then I just let go when I'm not.
yeah, she's got a couple options here, I guess. I mean, naturally, I think you and I would both consider coming around that guard and using that to your advantage. Splitting the house, though, still gives her the opportunity for...
Splitting the house is definitely a reasonable option. It's a completely defendable position. What they're worried about to come around, just the way she was tapping her broom, was setting up a double. And that's 100% a valid concern. But now what she's calling is a little bit deeper. She is going around the guard now. She's just going to go a little bit deeper so to not set up the natural double off the rock in the 8-foot. And this is, I think, exactly what I would do for sure. Which may or may not be right.
No, but it's interesting how Molly got to that decision, because it looked like her instinct was to split the house and then really, when she looked at using that guard, it was really the importance of where that rock has to be.
Yep.
That you don't leave the easy one back.
Yep, so well thought out.
And it looks like this is going to be deep, which isn't the end of the world for Greenwood either.
No, it's kind of where this is going to end up. It's in the house. It's kind of the equivalent of splitting the rings.
Yeah, exactly.
So, good outcome. Interesting now, Courtney's team's going to try and hit and roll behind that same center guard. It's going to be a race to behind that center guard for the next couple of shots. Whoever can make the roll or the draw or whatever behind that yellow center guard is going to control the rest of this end.
Whoa.
Yeah, totally agree.
Whoa.
This looks close.
Okay.
I wish we were behind the sheet. It was close to the double. Just for the record,
back when we played, they made contacts. That was a great shot.
Just for the record, all 14 of our viewers, we are not behind the sheet. So we're not blind and we're not behind the sheet. How are we doing, Hugh? We hit. Hugh was having a nap. Hey, we're on the rise, buddy. We're on the rise.
5. Wow.
Nice shot. The race, well, now Courtney's going to line up the double because the hit and roll behind the yellow center guard now is only going to be for second shot, which would afford the opportunity for Molly Greenwood's team to come around again and lie two, trying to set up a 3. So this will be an attempt, probably firm weight, a little on the high side, try and get both reds.
Double. 3/4.
Here's the call. Double takeout. She wants to hit 3/4 of the rock.
Whoa! Yes!
Now they're trying to straighten it out with the other sweeper.
Oh, great try.
Well, I could have just left it.
Great try. Bit of a sweeping error there. Really well thrown rock, and they were using the high side sweeper to try and make it curl a little bit. Then the last minute they went back to the straightening sweeper.
Well, so that's no different than any other sweeping calls that you've seen from me over the years, Trevor, and every other curler. The skip doesn't always get it right. It's you're trying to predict the line of a rock, and obviously it's curling, it's curving, and you're trying to make a prediction of where you think that thing's going to end up, and you're not always right.
No, and you know what? So much of it comes down to the communication. The teams that communicate the best are the ones that have the best results. On what that actual weight is, so that give the person in the house the opportunity to have some knowledge on what speed's coming down, so they can predict that break point.
Yeah, no, that's a huge part of it for sure. But it's an art. It's a difficult thing to get it right. And you watch the great teams. I think that's one of the biggest differences.
Without a doubt. All the guys can play. All the top women can play, and it comes down to the teams that communicate and make those judgment calls more accurately.
Great opportunity here for Molly Greenwood. Little deep, but still a lot of pressure here now on Courtney Auld.
Yeah, big shot coming up for Auld.
Really big shot. Ideally, Molly would have liked that in front of the tee line, fully buried, which would have made it even more difficult. But this is still tough, and the weight of the world's going to be on her shoulders here, because a miss here of some kind is going to lead to a chance for 3 for Molly Greenwood. And It's not the world's hardest shot, but the circumstances, it's a huge shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, the first bit of stress we've seen Team Auld under so far this game.
Yeah, no, they've had it pretty much their way so far. But this is a huge shot.
Yeah, I think it does. Just put it hard. No.
All you. We're out pretty wide. Just close.
Whoa.
Whoa, looks like
Sweepers
a
aren't
one.
really laying much to it yet.
No, they're in chase mode at the moment.
To the back one. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
No.
It's wishing and
That
hoping
needs
now.
to bite. That needs to bite. Little long. Open draw for 3 now for Molly Greenwood.
Like, they didn't think that I had a lot out of my hand. I have no
I love the composure of these girls, Trevor. You grew up with me for 100 million years. Right now, I would be there would be steam coming out of my ears, out of my nose, out of my eyes. I would be trying not to break my broom. These girls, it's like it's water off their back. It's like, that's great. Off we go. Next end.
Yeah,
Good on them.
exactly. It's impressive to watch. You know, it really is, because I agree with your assessment of yourself. Being the person who used to have to carry the broom bag, it always was lighter after John missed a draw. Some of your classic rants, though, were really when you would just yell at everybody on the team and leave the building for 2 hours. Where's John? We're not really sure. This looks good here by Greenwood. Sweepers are just dusting it on the way in here.
Great shot.
Well executed.
You want to do the ray?
Count them up.
1, 2, 3. On to M4 we go. Now it's up to
5.
4-5. Oh, Lord.
That was a memorable 4th one for you, John.
You're not close, okay?
Yeah, so Ald's got the hammer now and down 1. Still in very much a tight battle here. But you're right. The composure is really impressive, because you know what, looking at the Auld team right now, you wouldn't know if they got 3 or gave up 3.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. And I suspect that their chances of a good end are going to be better than mine would have been with the smoke clearing from my nostrils.
Yeah, it was misuse of the smoke, because coming from your nostrils rather than the smoke and mirrors that you usually use to get your deuces.
Well, that's how you had to get points when you didn't have a solid delivery. You had to use pure trickery. What do you think, Trevor? I'm noticing something here, and I'm going to show my age again. But none of these girls take the rock to the center line at the beginning of their delivery. Everything is from the delivery, the hack, foot, toe. What do you think about that?
Well, you know what? I think as the mechanics of the game for all these players have improved, I think that's sort of the one big change. You know, and I think to sum it up, it's the difference between a swing delivery and a no lift delivery. So when these kids have been taught the no lift delivery, they're bringing it to their toe and using that one straight plane that they're trying to go out and hit the broom with. You know, back in the day, not to keep talking about back in the day, but when players used to lift the rock and swing it, the rock would actually come from a different place. And I think the net effect, having you know, done both and actually played against some of the teams that are the swing delivery teams, or the ones that bring it back to the middle rather than the toe, I think you'll find when you bring it back to the toe, the in turn on most of these curlers is going to curl a lot more, and the out turn is going to go a lot straighter.
So, Trevor, what do you do when you have a lefty?
Well, it changes the line of delivery without a doubt, and it's something that you can really work on. If you've got a lefty in turn against a righty out turn, the lefty in turn is going to curl a foot more in some cases than what that righty out turn can do. So if you know that, if you got a lefty on your team, it can be a weapon. If you're playing against a lefty, it's tough to defend.
I struggle. The fact that I struggle with it because if you've got a lefty and you're coming from a foot different ice in a game of inches, I see that as a really just too big an adjustment. I really struggle with that as
Well, define too big an adjustment. I mean, it seems to have worked for Glenn Howard and Richard Hart all those years. That
yeah, but they brought it to the center line. They don't go to their toe. They go as though they had a swing delivery. Well, Glenn does.
Yeah, and as does Rich.
As does everybody of that era of curlers, even the guys that don't swing it,
Yeah.
they bring it to the center. They don't bring it to the toe.
Your point's lost on me. So, John, what are you suggesting? That there should be one?
No, I'm just I'm questioning the new mechanics of drawing the rock to your hack toe. When you're a lefty and a righty, you're coming from a foot different place in terms of line.
It certainly is a challenge. I suggest it's a challenge.
So we ban lefties. Is that what we're doing? We're gonna allow the draw to the toe, but nobody can play with left hand. Forget it.
Yeah, and you, coming from maybe the position of a coach now, is that can become a huge advantage for you if you have a lefty on your team, and can be something you can work your team strategy around to work that and execute to that.
Possibly, occasionally. I still think it would be a handicap far more often than an advantage.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
But each player only has one tool. They're either coming from the left-hand side or the right-hand side.
So it sounds like the argument you're going for, though, is if they're bringing it to their toe, that there should be one hack.
Well, I guess you might as well have one hack. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that would be. I don't know what the swingers of the rock do when there's one hack, but yeah, if you had one hack and everybody brought it to their toe and everybody started in the center, that would alleviate the issue.
Indirectly, though, say you've got a couple of these no lift delivery players that actually start to bring it to the middle, then they get an advantage too, right?
Right. Well, and that's what in historically the guys I played against, as the no lift crept in, most of the top players draw it back, but not to their toe. Most of them will draw it to the center line.
Yeah, and I think that's so that they could keep the same traditional lines that they were used to when they were swinging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And I just noticed that these teams aren't doing that. They've committed to a completely different line of delivery than any of the current competitive curlers, basically.
Clearly the way they're being taught.
But even your top players of today are bringing it to the center line.
Yeah, most of them are. Just thinking of John Epping's delivery, he definitely, as a no-lift player, brings it definitely to the center.
And John and I played together for a year, and we talked about that very thing. He was bringing it to his toe, and I said, if I'm going to hold the broom for you, you have to stop doing that, John. Now, he got rid of me, and but that's the one thing he kept.
Credit for his success?
That's the one thing he kept.
Okay, so we got an interesting end shaping up here in the middle of the fifth end here, where Auld's got the hammer. There's a couple biters in the 12, a couple of guards. Auld just missed a chance to sink one around. So Greenwood now is trying to whip one around this guard that's just off the center line and put some pressure on the Auld team with the hammer. That spot again is really starting to dive.
Is that by?
Just gonna wreck.
It's really messy.
So who shot rock here, we think?
Tough to tell from the angle we're looking at.
You can try to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with the overhead camera, it's pretty tough.
Hey.
It's close.
It's really messy, right?
I don't think we can determine anything from the call because the center line, or coming around the center, is the right call, whether you're first or second shot.
That's right. So Auld with the hammer trying to get one around, and I guess if this is made really well, the only good news for the Greenwood team is that they're red guards out there.
Whoa, line's good.
Whoa.
You can go.
Just hard.
Really diving again. That one's going to be by.
That's great.
Coming in
that is
nicely with nice
fantastic.
weight.
Good.
Top of the 4-foot fully buried. Great shot.
Well done.
I have like half it on this side.
Oh boy. That is she can see half of it, but it's a tiny, tiny port. My goodness.
I really like this call though. This is a great call by the Greenwood team. You know, they've got their guards up in front. This is actually a great opportunity to shrink the rings on the Auld team. You don't have to get shot rock, but if you lob one right in front of that yellow that's in the top four, you send it back to the Auld team and say, here you go. Try and get your deuce now. That's going to crash again.
Now it's definitely not there. I said now it's definitely not there.
Now with a good come around here by the Auld team, this could really be setting up for a big end. 3, maybe 4.
A little more. Okay.
Can you rub off the
Chase
red?
mode.
Oh boy. Yeah, and warm is not what they're looking for here.
Yeah, your miss is short, I would.
Yeah, anything short is pretty good. That's busting.
Starting to curl a lot though.
They've gone with the sweeping.
Right over.
Don't want to bounce it open.
Oh, that works. That works. Still fully buried, or at least mostly buried. Still in front of the tee line.
half
Great
for
shot.
sure.
I wasn't that optimistic halfway down the sheet, but it finished. Finished
Yeah.
hard and died.
Finished
Great
and
shot.
came down, yeah. Sure is.
Boy, oh boy.
So skipper base. What do you do here if you're Greenwood?
Blame your team. I don't know. This is tough. I mean, the red run back is an option. You're gonna lose. Well, we're not sure who's third shot at this point, but if you can run it back, double them, and stick behind your shooter, that's one whale of a shot. It's just, well, yes, absolutely. If you can freeze the top one, you're going to likely hold Bayview to a deuce.
Yeah, Molly's got 2 shots here to really try and get their team out of some trouble here. This could be a real pivotal part of the game.
No doubt.
Line looks pretty good right now.
That looks fantastic. Yeah, it's busting.
Are they gonna get it by? They just get it by. Boy, that's
Really good shot. I mean, it's not frozen, but it's so lost that it's effectively frozen. So that has definitely shrunk the scoring zone for Auld's team
Yeah, you know, looking at where Courtney was putting the broom, her first instinct, if she could corner freeze on that and leave part of that yellow exposed, that she might have a chance to. That might be the only way that she can get that red one out right now, though, because you're right, it's lost in there. Shrinks the rings, definitely. So effective shot by Molly there.
Yeah, still good to be yellow.
Sure is.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
And really, not a lot of opportunity to get there with where those guards are all placed.
That was apparent. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That would be a disaster. But
really anywhere short is what she's looking for, and she certainly has not overthrown this. Yeah, she must have heard you, Hugh.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, heavy was
not the play. Boy, what do you do now if you're Molly?
Well, that's just
Yeah.
Try to just cap it off and say 2.
You almost have to concede your deuce here, I think, if you're Molly. I really don't see a whole lot of angles for anything for her.
If you could throw one Kevin Martin Mach 7, you could come off the one on the red on the biting the 12-foot, but
Kevin Martin, do you think any of our viewers know who Kevin Martin is?
good point. Kevin Martin's been retired well over 6 months, so there's no chance we'll remember him.
He's a commentator, isn't he?
I think he's a commentator. Absolutely. Commentating's where it's at, people. Mike Harris in his day could fire one that hard. Another commentator that could throw one uber hard.
Yeah, you know what? It's definitely advantage if you have that in your toolkit.
Yeah. I know, I never did. But there were some. But that's so flat. You would have to absolutely throw a rocket.
Yeah, no, it's. I don't think it's there. I don't think it's there, even if Kevin's thrown it.
Yeah, I think the ice would be good halfway between the side of the sheet and the ring.
It looks like a lot of ice. I don't know.
I think with that ice, I think she's just plugging up that port so Courtney can't get through it. Yeah, I think she's.
That's my guess.
Yeah, she has, without a doubt.
And you know what? The way the end was shaping up for Molly's team,
great save, actually.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. They might be kind of thrilled.
Deuce is a victory for the Greenwood team here.
They've got to get that by, though. They don't want to chap it and create a
chap
court.
this, oh no.
Oh no. Oh, they created a draw. I think.
No, yeah, there is.
I come to it. I'd have to come.
Well, yeah, I see what you're looking at. If they nose the yellow one, is it third shot?
Yeah, but if they get that on the high side.
Hey, yeah, you gotta throw quite a bit out.
No. Okay. Never mind. They don't think it's there, so they're going way wide on the intern. And boy, that's tough. That's uncharted land out there. Unknown weight, unknown curl.
Yeah, you know what? From a super's perspective, though, I mean, it's get it to the tee line somehow.
Yeah, no.
So
it's just a lot of.
We have a timeout called.
The shoots are all pretty consistent. You'd have a decent guess.
Yeah, I would say decent guess is the perfect.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Team Auld comes up with here, because I'm not convinced and that there isn't something there with the out turn.
wasn't nasty. It just didn't start. Another one of those complicated. Play great anger. You know what I mean? You made a solid decision to hold them to their two. Solid decision.
The one on the very left? Yeah. Very side one? Okay. Okay. Go do that too. Go do that too. Okay. That's, we had like, we had on the other side, yeah, it's just that side of the rock. Okay. So 10 seconds. Okay. That just seems like way too much. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, okay. So, maybe even like the edge of the rock. Yeah. That's
So what do you think of that? I'm trying to listen in, but
or not the middle of my rock, but a couple inches inside.
I think they've decided they're going to play the heater off, the one we were just talking about, trying to hit and roll off the.
Okay, so like.
Yeah, that's what I got out of that conversation as well.
That happened in the last game I was broadcasting. Yeah, that's what they've elected to do. Now, actually, the hit and roll to the back of the forefoot is far more makeable than that double we were talking about.
Oh, definitely.
Like far more.
We were talking about that with Greenwood's situation, not with the Auld situation.
But okay, I'm confused.
It looked.
No, that's no hit and roll.
Whoa. Line's good.
She's trying to play the split off the one in the top four, and she's got good line right now. She's got to go now.
Really, really hard. Go.
She's
Oh, and that's third shot. Great shot. Well done.
That chap by Molly turned out to really be open up that opportunity for Auld to make that split, and really well thrown, well executed shot.
Absolutely. Well, because they didn't look at it closer, I just kind of presumed that they thought that wasn't there.
And clearly a well-used timeout, because
it was there. Very clearly it was there.
Oh yeah,
It was definitely there.
So good on the coach on that one, because I think the team had
They defaulted to that wide intern.
Yep, and
Big three and a 2-point advantage at the break.
give three, get three. Are we taking a break here?
Field goals all around.
That's what. Yeah, that is that way. Great.
Because they was sleeping up like a 8. So.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have any fruit? We have no fruit. Oh, that's too bad. That's okay. Was it mine?
No, it wasn't yours.
Oh,
It wasn't yours.
he did it yesterday.
I have fruit in my room, but it's not cut up, and you probably don't want to eat it right now.
We won't starve.
She's right there. She's sitting next to my sister, and then my dad's back there. Yeah. The only person who's not here for my family is my brother. He never shows up.
He shows up for things.
Well, if he shows up, my sister's in trouble because he doesn't like these events.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was like the perfect pass.
That's good.
Oh.
It's okay. It's good.
Yeah, let's make sure our rocks are in the rings and keep it. I just got one missed shot by me that let them. Yeah. I didn't even think that was that heavy. Yeah. I pulled it back a little bit.
Courtney, I think that's the quickest spot on the sheet. Actually.
Yeah. So I think that was draw weight. It's just it's so fast that it just keeps going.
I think that's the quickest spot. That and down the center line in some spots. Probably going that way. That one's pretty quick too.
Back here, right? And the thing too, ladies, right here, coming to this side, coming to 6. Where'd she go? 8? Okay.
Yeah.
This is not, there's no pressure here.
No.
Right?
Throw it in.
It's sore.
Then if you're top 4, then I like the center guard, and then we start peeling their off.
Now we can hit with that.
Exactly. Keep absolutely no pressure. She was out here.
The scoreboard looks a lot worse than it is.
What? The scoreboard doesn't look bad at all.
It's a high scoring game. Like, it looks
Yeah.
like way more.
The scoreboard looks good.
Especially since I just missed 2 draws in a row.
It could easily be exactly that.
Oh,
There's a couple times when we were going to get 4. I would have liked 4 earlier. We only got 2 though.
So I'd rather put up a
No, it wasn't there. It's not there. Yeah.
No, like almost biting.
I was kicking a rocket and almost stopped.
It's a little past the side. Like, no, I know.
No.
Not Sharky. Don't worry.
Or if you get through behind it, it's so easy to get it.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Wait, who said?
That was a nice run back there you made out.
Yeah.
Just leave it. We may as well just focus on like.
Okay, dog. Key money.
Okay. Okay. Go, Kaylin. Go. Go, Kaylin. Go.
Okay. Okay, dog.
Alright, let's do this.
I gave myself a pedicure. I wouldn't mind doing one of these slides.
I like it.
This isn't working.
It's a little overstrained. There's rocks out here. Throw it.
All right, ladies. Let's do this. Let's go.
Can I have another? How are they so ahead on A and B?
You're so disgusting.
No.
What?
Not me. It's all there.
A little further.
I do not want to go.
Whoa. No. No. No.
Really out wide and still. Oh, well, you're lucky you were wide. This, oh, shouldn't, never mind.
Keep it clean on it. Yep. Line's good. Okay, well then, let it curl a bit. Let it curl a bit. Okay, yep. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it. Good,
Yeah, you just need to throw a little less. That's fine.
Topping.
we gotta go. Okay, well.
John?
Yes, hello. Our union steward says we got 5 minutes. I think we took 7. But game on, I see. We're back in the 6th end, and we've already got 2 rocks out front, one in the back of the 4-foot. So off we go. Giddy up. We're going to have some more excitement.
Hold up 2. Greenwood with the hammer. The way this is shaping up, it's not looking too bad for Greenwood. A couple guards out early, and all rock behind the tee line.
This is a dream come true for Greenwood.
This looks really good coming in here. Really busting now in front of the tee line. Real good shot here.
Perfect shot.
Norm!
Run the yellow back is the call from Courtney.
There. Yes! Hard! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yes, 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 yes!
Line is close.
Hard!
Great shot.
Fantastic shot. You know, I think that's a big change in the junior curling game. Is I think we see a lot more runbacks made now than we ever used to.
In the junior curling game, in any curling game. I mean, there was a day when that was kind of the last desperation. You've got to be kidding. We're going to try and run this back. But
now the expectation is once you make the run back, you want to make the roll on the rock in the house.
Yeah, if you stick it, you are some kind of. If you don't stick it, you're some kind of dummy.
Yeah.
This is an interesting ball, though. The intern come around was available again, but Molly's chosen to play a hit and roll off the outside. A little surprised by that.
A little surprised by it.
I think they're in.
Courtney looking to hit this one in the 12 foot. If she gets any kind of roll in behind those center guards,
Hard! Hard!
that's the result she's looking for.
Hard! Really hard!
Really working the curl sweeper here.
Roll it, Taya. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, great shot.
Wow. Pistol. In Summer League, those are the shots that Scott Muir dreams of.
Nice shots, Jess. 2 fours for Jess.
Scott Muir is just generally dreaming in the Summer League.
True. Although, again, fantastic job on the ice conditions here for him and his crew. We did mention it earlier in the game, but boy, it's a terrific surface here at Mississauga that Scott and his crew have put out for these players.
Now, in the name of full disclosure, Scott's our friend, and this may or may not be a paid advertisement by the Scott Muir Inc. curling ice making company.
Credit where credit's due, though.
If we have to, it is a great curling surface.
Pretty quick out here. I remember ground out here, yeah. Five. Halen only. Halen, whoa. Whoa, Jess. Hard. Both of you. Whoa. Little bit. Hard. Whoa, that's perfect. Hard.
Good guard.
Good execution there, for sure.
Is there a port on the outturn?
Tough to say from our angle.
Yeah,
Looks like Molly thinks there is.
Good. The line's good though. Yeah, the line's good. No, I mean like we could have gotten it over a little bit further. But this is still a really good shot. Yeah, I thought it was 2. I mean, you pretty much got up. Good. It's really tough. Like I think.
Molly's going to take a crack at this here.
If she can navigate that port and stick in there, it's going to turn this whole end around.
Absolutely. That inside sweep, we're trying to keep it straight.
Goodbye.
It is. Oh, it is. Great looking shot. Oh, what a and the roll.
Great shot.
Fantastic.
A third.
Indicating from the hack, you can see a third. So they're going to throw a quiet weight takeout, try and roll out to the 8-foot. It's more makeable because of the length of that guard. That guard's a long way out with this much curl in the ice.
I don't like that one.
This is a fairly makeable takeout, but tough nonetheless.
Yeah, back to what we talked about earlier for sure, how weight sensitive this is. With the right weight, you'll definitely get enough curl past that long side.
Whoa!
Yep. This has got...
Yes!
Starting to move now.
Both of you!
Go!
Hard! Roll it, Jess, roll it.
What a great shot. Seeing some really good execution by both teams right now.
Perfect shot.
Just draw in.
There, I think you just heard it from the hack end. Just draw in. I think I know that's the shot I'd be playing.
I really did.
Yeah, you know what? Those rocks there from in the rings, the yellow rocks, are not necessarily opponent's rocks that Molly should be concerned about. She can use those as her friends, as some backing here potentially. So
Absolutely.
having two of the hitting this in some people's thought processes might be the second choice.
I would agree. That would be my second choice. It might be a non-choice for me. But what a great shot.
However, what do we know?
If you're going to make the hit and roll that well, God bless you. That's a great shot.
You can even just go here.
To your point before on the previous shot, though, John, I mean that long guard. If the guard was a little closer, that would be that would provide a little more coverage. With the guard being so high and how much curl there is here, you know, Courtney didn't hesitate that she can still make a play on this.
No doubt. Yep, no doubt about that.
Thought about punching it out, but it looks like with that ice that she might be coming down out with some softer weight.
Basically trying to freeze on it and force the one.
Yeah.
Come right down.
No, she moves it back an inch. Or
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
She's going to be shot stone.
Yeah, she will be shot rock.
Actually, the pin's exposed when we look at the overhead here, so if she can come right to the front, right to the face
all
of
this
that.
high technology stuff.
Yeah, it's without a doubt, Hugh. Yeah.
Line side, yes!
She's going to need it because the immediate call was tight.
Other way. Other way.
Sweeper's really working this one.
Okay, roll it
That's
off.
gonna be on the guard, I think.
Not heavy
And
either.
light.
Whoa.
Bounce it
Oh,
off.
wow. Here's an opportunity for Molly Greenwood. She's got an opportunity to lock another one right on top of her own red. And now the three is back in play.
Absolutely.
The field goal kickers are getting work out here, Trev.
They certainly are. Some of the coaches might call timeout to freeze the kickers. Big opportunity for Molly here. And with those high guards, she's really got a chance to sink this. You know, doesn't really have to scare the guard, doesn't have to bring the guard in play with how much finish there is here on this ice.
No, she might effectively be drawing behind the left-hand guard.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of curl here. Frozen just right in front of her own red rock. Right, be absolutely perfect.
Like she's all the way out to the rim.
All you, line's good. Close, yep. Whoa, wait only. Yep.
Sweeper's working it now. Curling in nicely.
It's got to go, I think, Trev.
Yeah.
Go hard! Hard, guys, drag it.
Go. It's got to get to the 4-foot. It's going to come up a little short.
Oh, she's in, but not really.
Well, it might.
Did you even get through that hole?
Yeah, yes.
Still, it's fully burned.
The question now is,
Like what?
does Courtney Auld have an outturn play on the shot rock? Again, with the amount of curl there is there.
And how high that guard is.
Yeah.
You know, with the pin being exposed, a straight draw, I think that's the actual line. She shouldn't be anywhere near that top card if she's gonna
How much weight?
get into that one.
Line or
Yeah,
more?
just T-line.
Okay.
Like sometimes
Maybe her more ice.
So there's the call. She's not going to try and remove it. She's going to try and play T-line weight, freeze on it.
Okay. So that way it would have been
That would be an unbelievable result for Courtney. There would be, I think, almost no chance for Molly to score if she does what she's trying to do here.
You know, obviously because she's playing it, there is a port there. From our angle, we can't see how tough that port really is. Another option she might consider is a guard on the other side to really make Molly's path into the forefoot for her second point that much tougher.
easy.
I think Molly would have a draw on either side, though, I think, for her second point. I don't know if you could take away the draw for the second point.
Jess!
Yeah, around the right side.
Around either right side,
Yeah.
you could make a draw.
Hard! Hard as far as
Not
you
easy.
can. As far as you can. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Okay. Shouldn't have to wait.
Well, that certainly takes away that port. So here it is. We're going to try the in-turn draw.
Same draw, a
Basically,
little wider,
a little wider.
view.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see how this runs because as it was coming in, it certainly seemed to chew up fairly quickly as it got towards the center line. So being a little bit wider, it might run a little truer longer here for them.
There may not be the big finish at the end from this far out.
That's right. This one will be in the hands of the sweepers. Spoken like a former front ender.
Well, the other, when I broadcast with my other former front ender, he said it was all in the skipper's hands at this point. So I'm not sure what that means.
Clearly, he was using a corn broom for sweeping back in those days. You played with different eras of front ends, though, John.
Oh, I've retired more front enders than you even know. This looks fantastic. This looks absolutely perfect.
Sweepers dusting it coming in. Well judged. Well judged. Good execution.
That's a great shot. That is a really tough to go that wide, a little bit of unknown ice, and make it that perfectly. That's a great shot.
Got a tie ball game here.
Put on our seatbelts. We got a good one. We thought I don't know if we were hoping because, we just don't want to broadcast for too long or this would be a blowout, but we're not going there. We're going all the time here by the looks of things.
11's in play.
Oh, 11. Oh, Tabernacle.
It's
Slower today than usual.
I think it's the same, but I think it's the same.
13-8.
No field goal this end, Trevor. It was only a deuce.
No. Exactly. Teams could save their timeouts.
4, 5, 5. It's there. It's fine. It's fine.
Semifinal 9, their final 1. Ladies, their semifinal.
I have 6 here. Yeah, these are really awesome.
Thanks for that.
Thank you. We will.
Excellent. Was that
Both of you. Hi. My rock. Hi.
Rogers? Excellent.
All the way.
So was that all confirmed by Dave Hutchison from the OCA?
Yep.
Dave's a great guy who heads up competitions for the Ontario Curling Association. Does a great job.
You threw my rock.
And nice to see him here this week and running the show on behalf of the OCA.
Pick one.
Another great event.
Well, can you? One. Yeah, can you throw one? Why would you say that?
So the Greenwood team has got a great start without the hammer through the first rock right to the into the top of the button, and followed by a corner guard by Auld. So it looks like we're going to get some action here again, John.
Yep, game on. And
get
perfect
comfortable?
execution so far. Top of the forefoot, corner guard, tight guard.
Hey,
This is exactly how you draw it up.
Yeah.
I like the hit.
Normal.
Oh, it looks like that top one may have slipped in.
Apparently it did because they're hitting it. So I guess it wasn't a tight guard. I guess it's actually in the rings.
Absolutely. You're all over the place.
8 inches. That's if that is 2 feet shorter or 3 inches shorter, there's not the.
Hard. Really hard. Hard.
Oh, nice throw there.
Great shot.
Real nice throw.
Molly's trying to decide right now whether they want to go around this or hit this. Looks like they're opting for the come around. That's got a lot of rotation. Be interesting to see if that finishes.
It's well out there right now.
7, 8, 8. 10.
Calling 8 and 10, so that indicates back of the house.
Go around. What is go around?
We can split the 3 now and then deal with this later.
Yeah, that or just straight come around.
Okay. T-line back 4.
A good thought there
Yeah,
by Courtney. You know, with the hammer, you know, with that tight yellow guard, you know, she's contemplating splitting that on and putting some pressure on the Greenwood team. Another option just to come around as well, freeze you back. So lots of options, but she's cognizant of everything that can happen here. Which is, it looks like they're going to play the split of the tap.
Looks like a tap based on the line. I think they were.
Yep.
No, wave was actually good.
Sit.
That's
Good
good.
shot.
The wrong way.
Good shot.
What?
And one of the good options in my book.
we
You
hit
hate
it,
to see
it's
somebody
kicked.
fish
It's
after
really
the back
good.
right when it's in the back 8 foot, but that didn't seem to be even in her thought
No, well,
process, which
you
is
hit it on the high side, but then as it was
Perfect.
going, it kicked and then went the other way.
Yeah, you know, sometimes there's a tendency where skips can sort of chase shot rock too early in the end. So really, clearly, that was not in Courtney's thought process there, and she was definitely willing to play an offensive shot rather than a defensive shot with the hammer.
I think so.
Yeah, they're coming around to that. Pretty aggressive.
It's a long way out there, Trev.
Sure is. They really attacked it early, sweeping it, and looked like they held it straight early.
The weight was absolutely perfect.
Sure
Just
was.
needed another half rocket curl.
Shows you how important that sweeping is, you know, and how it can affect the line later in the shot. By the sweepers jumping that early, I think they really held it out there early, and as a result, just didn't finish up enough for them.
Normal.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Really hard. All the way.
Sit.
Wow, just snuck by and rolled over there.
It's good. Sorry.
She did. She a little unlucky there.
I like the hit.
Molly's still got to make a decision here.
Yeah, is there enough of a port there that you can get through and make the double?
Out turn.
Tough to say from our angle here.
What? Yeah. I should have rolled it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Not going over too far.
Well, it just depends on how much of that one, the target rock, you can see.
I never said.
Oh, just feathered it. Boy, you can see the body language on Caitlin there. She was trying to wish that one through the port.
And the worst news is that center guard was their savior for the most part.
Fighting.
That was the rock that they could ultimately hide behind late in the sand to bail out. It is now gone, and it's advantage yellow.
For sure. So John, what would you do here if you're Courtney? Courtney's got a lot of options. She's got the two rocks in the house. Looks like the calls to throw it about top 12 in there, in front of those, almost to replace that.
Yeah, the alternative would be drawing probably wide to where she's standing, or in the 8 foot on the intern draw to lie 3. The reason she's not doing that, I think, is because that's just an automatic pair of pants double.
So pair of pants double.
What's that?
What do you mean by pair of pants double?
I don't know what I mean by that. It's just a curling phrase, Joey.
Both of you.
The Phil Lovenbeck phrase, I think.
Okay, well,
I think pair of pants is right where the two legs meet.
But Phil,
I think
Phil's
she is
one of our 7 viewers, so he understood.
Exactly. I think you're right, Hugh. I think that guard hung towards the center line side, and it is a little bit higher this time, so there might be a crack at this double here. She does. Yeah, she is. I think without a doubt the intern's the call here. I think the double's makeable here with the intern. Good positive release. Boy, sure has. Well thrown.
Great chat.
One of Caitlin's hobbies here is making lame jokes.
Well, she should be in the booth with us.
Nothing lame about that shot.
I can do that.
Or that. I don't mind that.
Another hobby.
Now this is interesting.
Throwing the wrong color rock.
Well,
that's what she's got listed here.
Wow.
I am not making this up, people.
You couldn't make that up.
No.
Now this is interesting though, Travis. Early in the end, Courtney was making the aggressive play. Now later in the end, with 2 rocks behind the tee line and a center guard up, she's playing the defensive play.
Defensive play and a tough defensive play.
Yeah.
A hit through those courts. I mean, just the Casey screams draw. Yeah.
Whoa!
No, around the center.
Around
you get
the
it half
center.
around the center, and now you can't chase it if you're Molly, because anything half is going to jam on the one that they just took out. So with that rock, I think a bit of an opportunity missed there.
Opportunity missed. Really, although the shot was executed, it made the shot through the port and everything, it just leaves Molly the chance to make it right back on you.
Yep, and it's
you got the hammer.
Yeah, no, that was
behind the tee line with guards. It was a great opportunity for Auld to consider that draw there.
Absolutely. Yeah, keep putting them on the tee for us there, Hugh. Attaboy.
Thanks, Vic. At least we have the same answer.
Oh, that's gonna. Wow, it looks a long way out there to me. No, she's good.
They're
Never mind.
it to straighten it.
Yep. Oh! Get her on? No, jammed it.
Now you're going to see Courtney come around.
Yeah. Well, there's not a hit option, so clearly there's going to be an out-turn draw here. Well, she did last time.
As our good friend Ian Tetley likes to say, some people run around looking for hits.
Top 4.
Oh, is that our very good friend, the absolute worst ever 3-time world curling champion? He hates it when I say that.
Said with as much affection as deserved.
That's funny. I think Ted's in Scotland right now coaching the team Murdoch, so he probably can't hear us. He's watching. Oh, that damn World Wide Web thing.
Can you go a bit?
Hey, Ted.
Can you go a bit?
Thanks for being viewer 17.
Yes!
You're 70.
70.
He must have all of Scotland watching.
Yeah. Team Murdoch's watching. Watching and learning, too.
That rock slow. Just take it.
Yeah, we're starting to see a couple draws come up later in the game. Have we, Hugh?
That rock.
Now, boy, big advantage here. If Molly can stuff one around into the top of the forefoot, top of the button, a lot of pressure on the Auld team here with the hammer. Lying 2 as well. As draw weight becomes elusive later in the game, the pressure of the situation as well late in the round robin with playoff implications, draws become tougher.
What?
Nice compound sentence, Ted. Or Trev.
Well, hence Ted would be looking for a hit.
Yeah.
Calling early for line.
That early, it's a scary call.
Really, both sweepers really working
That
this.
is not going to get by.
Oh, it might actually open up the blank.
Wow, you're right. You're right, Scooter. That I did not see a blank coming here, but that looks like is what's coming up now. Outturn hit for the blank.
So if you like
Nope,
the draw, I like
doesn't like it. She's going to play the draw, which is fine. You want at one point take control of the game. If you're not comfortable with the ice and the weight and the blank, taking one here is definitely a good option. I just didn't see it coming. She's got to be thrilled that she's throwing a relatively open draw right now to score her one.
The alternative, if Greenwood got one around there, boy,
she's in a world of hurt and struggling to get one and not give up a 2-steal.
But yeah, I think
the
that's
shot's a lot different. Much happier now for number 98.
Number 98. Still not quite used to that.
Mine's good.
Yep.
Mine's good.
Sweepers like it.
Clean.
Just.
Whoa. You don't need backing. Just clean.
Line looks
Just
great.
clean.
Well done. Count them up. 1.
Good shot.
Yeah, it's that rock.
Ooh, talking about rocks. Wonder if they think the 7's a little slower. Yeah, I shouldn't assume 7, her first rock.
Make sure you throw the right one.
Yeah, they're moving them around now, actually. Looks like Courtney's noticing some differences between her rocks, and you know what, to their credit, really addressing that right away and moving them.
Did they not mention that in the first or second end? They thought the 7 rock might be straight, or was that the 8 rock? I don't know. There was a
rock
comment.
reference. You're right, John. And you know what, it brings up an interesting point, is you know what, if you lose faith, even if your rocks are exactly matched, if you lose faith in one, move it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Trev, you've been a part of games where you threw 8 different rocks because everybody on the team said it like this one and you had to throw it.
It's true. And they were all perfect.
Yeah, we kept making them.
But confidence is so fragile in this game.
Great. Nice shot.
Perfect opening. That's exactly where Courtney wants that opening rock. Top of the house. Here comes the guard.
No, it was like just off the
Sweep was really working this one on the Greenwood team.
They do want that as deep as it can go because, as we talked about 2 ends ago, when they're that long, they're pretty easy to come around and hard to hide behind. But that's not too long. You'll be able to use that.
Yeah, well swept to keep it moving and getting as deep as they could.
A little bit, Jess, a little bit.
A little bit less, Jess.
Jess.
Please.
Auld responding with a guard here.
Whoa. Just Jess.
We're 2.
Whoa.
2.
Whoa. No.
Probably good.
No.
Stop.
No.
Long guard, slightly over curls. This is going to create the opportunity for Molly to chase this rock in the house. Such a long guard with lightweight. You might even be able to roll inside.
Yeah, I really weren't looking for a guard that high because you know what, that turns out to be now an obstacle and a benefit to the Greenwood team for the rest of the end. My wife used to have a nickname for guards like that, HGH, High Guards from Hell.
We used to call them the Mogi.
It is sponging open.
Well, we've got a final on sheet C. Just glancing over to the sheet there, Hugh. Team Murphy has beaten Team Marshall, which has definite playoff implications.
And leads this certain smile on our technical producer, third commentator back there.
Yeah, that was a big game. You know, Marshall being 5-0 coming into this draw with Murphy at 4-1. They were in a battle through 5, being tied at 3, and then Murphy in the second half of the game with the steal of 2 in the 6th end, and then a big steal of 5 in the 7th end.
Tape 2, steal 5. Wow.
Yeah, so big change of events, big turn of events on sheet C, and Murphy's victorious. So on sheet B, Brandwood clinging to life has got a 4-2 lead, and Rosen on sheet A has got a 2-point lead as well.
As promised, the Stony Creek Sabres are up 2-0 on Lakeville Hornets.
Like this?
Yes.
Brought to you by
the scoring updates here.
Brought to you through BDM and my wife.
Now joining our current game in progress. Right. So Greenwood's got a couple options here. You know, there is that corner guard with the Auld rock behind it. She can come down and make a freeze or a little tap in behind there, or she's got some center guards she can come around as well. Still a position where Greenwood has a chance for a deuce. There's lots of opportunity here with some good execution. Oh, Camel.
I needs to hit a sand trap. Great idea. She was looking to come around the center guard, hide one, but just heavy.
It's interesting as we've seen a few draws come up short. You can see the tendency of the teams to try and put a little bit more on them to get them there. But if they don't get into the middle part of the sheet, sometimes if they're out there a little bit, they're going to keep trucking.
No, you're right, and that might be exactly what just happened there. This looks like it has a bit of a vapor trail.
Whoa. Jess.
It's starting to take some curl, though.
No.
Hard.
Yeah, it's starting to take some curl. Really moving.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. That was just like a whole different ball game than the one before it. Tighter line, heavier, curled more.
Yeah, it reacted completely differently than the Greenwood rock.
I like this though, Scoop. Molly is not worrying about playing defense right now. These are only in the 12-foot. And lots of room to score, lots of guards in front. So she's going to the aggressive.
No hesitation, just went right to come around those. And actually, the way those are kind of staggered between the high center, the short center, and one of the rings, if she buries this, it's lost.
Like Blackbeard's treasure. This is...
well out there.
It's got a curl and it's got to die.
Well, it's starting to move. Yeah, but this is starting to, once it gets by that corner, they should be pounding that now.
That rock, look how much that finished. It barely got by that corner guard and it almost got to the center line.
Yeah, exactly.
Normal.
Oh, that's going in.
Jess. Yeah, both of you. Jess. No roll.
Well done.
Great roll.
Well done.
Really effectively shrinks the rings.
To the point where now Molly is looking at defense.
Yeah, that offensive thought turned to defense in a hurry.
Yep. No, they're still thinking about it. The 5-foot. Is that are you going to patent that? I've never heard of it. I've never heard of the 5-foot. Nice.
Have a look out there.
5-foot.
Go scrape another line in there, Hugh. We'll call a timeout for you.
Well, there is a line. It's the Latin thing. It's in the Latin 5-foot.
The Latin 5-foot. Sweeper starting to work it now. Caitlin looks like she's got great line coming in here. Really gotta go. Gotta go.
Nice try, and it's in a good spot.
Yeah, but then she can.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, I don't even mind.
No. Only able to see about half that, roughly, but any contact she makes is driving right back into the yellow in the 8-foot.
some light in them up there.
It's really gonna come. So. Yeah, it's not far.
Is she going around it, or is she throwing a guard? She's throwing around it.
You know what? Yeah. Great.
Because if she throws the guard, now Molly's just coming around it.
For sure.
And making it easier. So yep.
With how much finish there is here, I mean that can easily be in the top of the 4-foot. I think their challenge is getting past that outside corner.
I think you're right.
So out here, you think the weight room?
You know what?
Absolutely. Yep.
It's a very similar visual that she had on that split for tooth going away a couple ends ago. She does.
Mine's good.
Mine's good.
Visual.
Mine's good.
Kev, I used to throw with my eyes closed. Really?
Yeah.
Come down.
And a couple feet over the hog line.
Jess.
I think that's gonna. She definitely has the weight. She's got too much weight.
Right back.
Yeah, the rules, we get our rock first.
Now, does Molly have enough of that red one to hit it? Or is she got forced to come around? It looks like the way they're looking, that she can't see enough of it to hit it.
Yeah, I think their instant reaction is to come right around that. I'll tell you what, if she makes a great one to come around it, it brings 3 into play.
It does. Yep. It definitely does.
No, I just
if Courtney were to try and chase this one that she's about to put in there, she could actually make it 4 Molly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clicking the red and putting it on the second shot.
Yeah, the ice was
Yeah, absolutely.
So something half buried around the top of the button.
Position A. That's what she's looking for.
Easier said than done, though.
She had good control of draw weight for most of the day, though.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey. Mine's fine. Yes.
Sweeper's on and off it right now. Looks pretty good.
High side sweeper, I think. High side sweeper.
You got it. Right back. Yeah, I think you just need to sit on it.
Well, you know what? It's not perfect, but it's really good because it may not set up to 2, but it guarantees that she's going to have a shot for her 1, which would make her tied after 8 and still very much in the hunt of this game. A miss there, allowing Courtney to throw a guard or come around herself, is big trouble for Molly. So that isn't exactly where she was looking for it, but it's a really good result.
This is the exact same shot that Courtney had in the 4th end that she came a little bit heavy on as well.
Yeah, you're 100% right. That set up that deuce or 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah. So big shot for Courtney here.
Here, left.
That looks like more.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Sweeper's indicating more.
Jess.
Sweeper's indicating more is not good.
Yes.
That might not get by the outside guard. Oh, it did.
Just by. They're still hoping for that to stop. Trying to grind. It's trying.
That was a hair less. It just made it a lot straighter.
Draw for 2.
That was a hair less. It just ran straighter.
You consider that shot for 3, John?
It seemed to have a lot of spin on it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it all depends on how much you can see of it.
Yeah, from our angle, it's tough to see. It looks like she can see about half.
Boy, the second point here is a control point, though.
It really is.
I think I'd be. I think I'd be very happy to take my 2 and go 1 up after 8.
I'm just a front ender throwing out suggestions,
which were routinely ignored. So it's good. We're in a comfort zone.
Some things never change.
We're in a happy place. Thanks for the input, Trevor. No.
Go back and clean the path.
Can you set the rock, please? Oh, it's funny.
Much tighter path.
Hard, guys! Hard, guys!
Boy, it's going to be close.
We really got to work this. Well swept. Well swept.
Great shot. Nice deuce. Nice deuce, skipper. I never heard that when I skipped, but I used to say at the mic.
Blank can try to pick 2 in the 10th or 2 or so, and then steal.
Big skipper's deuce there by Molly Greenwood.
I do.
Very impressive. Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, I'd rather drink.
And you know what, Hugh? I think it's a matter of also forcing the other team to make pressure shots. You know, she put them in play. She did what she had to do and forced the other team to respond. And she certainly, Molly executed when she had to there. Oh no, this has been a great game. It's been both teams having control and seizing opportunities. It's been great. No hesitation at all. Couldn't agree more, Hugh. I think the overall coaching has improved to reinforce what the strategy is, but further to that, the amount of curling between the Grand Slams on Sportsnet, between TSN's coverage, and the quality of the commentators. I mean, you've got the Russ Howard, you've got the quality of the commentators. You've got the Russ Howards on TSN, Cheryl. And you've got on the Sportsnet crew the Joel McCuskers and Mike Harris's, Kevin Martins. I mean, no. Oh, couldn't agree more. I mean, and the beauty of the commentary now is and the beauty of curling commentary is what they do is unlike other sports. Other sports tell you what happened. You know, a football commentator basically goes, he made a great catch, he ran an out pattern, and got 2 feet in bounds. A curling commentator goes, if they play this, here's what's going to happen next, and here's the result. Without a doubt. So yeah, I agree. The amount of curling coverage, the more coverage that's on TV between the slams and all of the TSN events through Curling Canada, the Canada Cup, the amount of curling that's on TV is just a clinic every week for sure. Couldn't agree more. Great freeze coming in here by Team Auld. Really great execution. Yeah, this is game on. Molly's throwing the guard.
Oh, she's got one on the
yeah. We're going to see a lot of action this end for sure. This is
these teams have wonderful aggressive tendencies.
yeah, toe to toe. 2 heavyweight fighters. Well, it's the analogy here.
It's better than what I was told not to use the word retarded.
At least I reference an actual sport. Some heat coming down the sheet now. Trying to clear up that front a little bit.
My guess is not terribly. You're certainly not. I don't think you're going to make a peel going that fast curl. If you can back it up a bit with some early sweeping, maybe. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I would think directional sweeping on the peels has, as you say, has an effect to back it up, but not to make it curl. You know, I think the directional impact of curl is really impacted on draws to finish them when they're actually slowing down. But you know, it's actually indirectly been done through Graham McCarroll on Team It Off for years, who never swept a peel because they never thought that it would actually do anything, and he couldn't catch them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, I think a lot going that fast. It's going to be very limited.
Yeah,
what it can possibly do.
This is also because Tet was so accurate.
Absolutely. Tet was still listening. Oh, and Graham didn't make a sweep. So between the two of them, the truth is in there somewhere.
Don't normally hear those two words in the same sentence.
Laser, no. No.
Definitely not when he's putting.
Large red cranium comes to mind.
It used to be redder.
Large red grayish cranium.
Must be a field goal opportunity.
Well, it certainly is. It's worthy of a timeout here because this is a pivotal point in the game.
Ninth end. Yeah.
Yeah, it has. No, I switched up my pad because it's a digger. 65, yeah. I want to do.
Well, I like the person coming in.
Just because I don't want the guard not to go where it's supposed to and then get two in there.
That's right.
Because if you bring it, as long as I go for third shot, then she's trying to out-count her third shot and her first shot.
Yeah, the base is right here with the D9. Yeah, and we just want to really keep the
Wait, but if
pressure
the
on
corner
her,
isn't it
right?
just like an easy double?
It'll still take her. No, I was thinking if you drop, it'll take her minimum 2 shots to get rid of us.
You could almost play it like play it into the corner, but you could like roll yourself off and behind the guard a little.
Yeah, but even if we are stacked, it's going to take her 2 shots to get rid of us, right?
Okay. 10 seconds.
Absolutely. So the summary of the Greenwood timeout was really all the 2 shots away if they continue to guard to get that rock off. So they want to keep putting the pressure on. You know, they want to make Auld chase them. Yeah, we're on thirds rocks. I don't know what your thoughts are, John. I might have tried to keep it maybe a little bit longer before coming into the rings.
Yeah, because they're Auld now going to probably end up at the end of this shot with 2 rocks in the rings.
Absolutely.
And
I had like
that's,
7, 8.
you know, you're
And we
waiting
just have to
something.
top them because we glass,
Yep.
and then they're going to try to move them
The other thing
around.
we got out of that timeout was
So how much?
at the
Back
beginning
four,
when we were
back
listening to the Auld
Okay.
team is that Courtney confirmed that she's switched out the 5 rock and called it a digger. So her first rock was definitely not reacting in her mind the same way the second rock was.
Well, they seem to be on to something right away. And so, yeah, as you said earlier, Scoot, if you're not comfortable with it in your mind, get rid of it regardless. But now they seem to be quite content that they've made a accurate. So what are we going to
Playing the tap here. Yeah, we're playing the tap. Line looks great. Ald's going to be line 2 here. Almost, yeah. No. Although it looks like if she gets to nose, it's pretty hard looking at the overhead. Looking at the overhead relative to the angle we're looking on, it's tough to get to nose. Yeah. No. Yellow's 1, red's 2.
She's going to freeze on it again.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Yes. But control at the top of the forefoot is
huge.
It's huge, and it's all yellow at the moment.
It is all yellow, but if she actually freezes to the inside of that at all,
I don't think I can get to the inside.
I think there is. Yeah, if you get to nose or the inside, I think, boy, there's great angles. Well, it's starting to move now. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a great result for the Greenwood team there with that overlap on those reds.
No, there's certainly not going to be able to move that down. If she can tap, if Courtney can tap the yellow up now, they are lost.
I tell you, if Molly has that rock finish right beside the red rock rather than overlapping the red rock, she's a lot happier right now.
Absolutely. The thing about this shot right now, try to tap the yellow up. It's great. Yes, exactly. That's what I'd be worried about right now. Is you've got to get your shooter out of there. You got to put enough weight that this shooter is all the way back. So
without a doubt, you're bang on. Almost doesn't matter where the rock they're trying to hit goes. It's more important where the shooter goes.
Just like this. Go. Gotta go. Not deep enough.
Not deep enough, yeah.
They knew it, and they had the right idea. It just, they needed a hair more sweeping.
Hair more sweeping, hair more weight. Yeah.
Now, because this changes absolutely everything. If Molly can make the in off that red rock, I don't know that Courtney's going to be able to see a whole lot of it. Whatever ice, you know better. That's my theory. I don't think the angle is that critical on something this tight.
Yeah, with them being that close together.
Yeah. Whatever you like, or even whatever turn you like better. How about that?
Yeah. Whatever one you're gonna make.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think though, Hugh, your question's relevant if they're another 2 feet apart. Then you're looking at the reflection angle.
The reflection angle.
Deflection angle.
Mirror in the bathroom.
Well thrown.
Well done.
Very well done.
Wow, if that's true,
it looks like it's edge on edge from the angle that we have here. It's.
Let me tell you, the screen because the last time I did.
I almost needed a chiropractor.
Well, you need the chiropractor to gauge it. There's 2 inches of line.
Boy, if there's that much line, then yeah,
Wow,
big opportunity.
Big shot here.
And if she beats him, this one.
Let's watch.
Trying to get it to curl with that outside sweeper.
What a shot.
Big shot.
What a shot.
Well done. It was really impressive how confident Courtney was on that. She put the broom down, came skating down the ice, and didn't waste any time, got in her delivery, and bang. Yeah, it shows. It shows. She's certainly her emotions haven't wavered, and she's been very efficient and defiant in her calls. She hasn't really hummed and hawed over anything today.
Good for her. Big shot here from Molly. If she can get to the nose of this, well,
fraction inside.
Yeah, she needs to get that. Maybe the nose would do, but she needs to get to fraction inside. Yep.
Fraction inside makes a really tough draw for her.
Well, it's more weight than I thought she'd be playing.
Yeah. Trying to hold that. Trying to hold it.
Oh, what a great shot.
What a beauty.
Great shot. Boy, oh boy. Anything else there, and she's giving up at least 3. Now she's forced a very tough 2.
Yeah, definitely. You know what though? It's definitely there. The draw is definitely there.
Oh, it's there for sure. But two's not the end of the game either. Now, it's a 1-point differential coming home. It's anybody's game still. No.
Hugh, you're a trailblazer. Sweeper's on it early, which indicates the way it's close. Really working it now.
I think they like it by the looks of things.
No, a little light.
No? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tie game.
Tie game for sure.
What a great shot by Molly. I mean, a miss there, not a miss, a 3/4 shot there, and she's going to give up a 3. Be 2 down coming home.
Absolutely.
Percentages of winning are not good. But with a big shot now, she's in the driver's seat.
No doubt. Steals on for Auld, and Molly's got to find a way to keep it fairly clean to execute her 1 here. Tide coming home. What a great game it's been.
It's been fun to watch. How many people are watching? 87! Yes!
Clearly, no reflection to the commentators, that's for sure.
No, it'd be 187 if we weren't talking. That's gotta go.
That's gotta go.
Oh boy. Hogging one here is not good.
Yikes.
Now, where the girls need to learn stuff right now is that if you're the lead and through that, you stop, you go back, and you look at the ice like you pick something. That's the pro move for that.
Veteran.
That's the veteran move.
Yeah.
You and Scott were having the same club.
He said it 3 times this morning.
Really? Great minds, my friend.
Yeah.
Great minds.
And that coming from the ice maker. Yeah, Molly trying to get one just into the wings.
Perfect. She's hoping that's the one, and later in the end she's going to throw a hit and won't have to stick around because that's going to be her counter. That's the thinking. Perfectly executed. There's a long way to go.
Kaylin's got a chance to make amends here and get one up in front. And with how much curl there is on this ice, it's tough to peel out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's going to be more chances here.
Absolutely. The end is not over with that first shot. Spoken from a former lead. Good throw.
Okay.
A little bit surprised Molly's not considering a tick here.
Very surprised. They're just throwing it through. No, but why not try the tick with lots of weight so that you don't want to leave another one in play.
Absolutely.
But it's harmless to give it a
go.
Try.
Give it a go. Yeah, but the throw-through, I mean, effectively, you can protect a tick with a throw-through.
You don't want to play a soft to know, because that's going to leave something else in play and stuff, but you can play
give it a go.
Even play that way, and just, if you can hit a
fraction,
eighth of an inch to the rock and move it off center line, then you've gained something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, any kind of...
Another final on sheet A just happened. Looked like Rosen handled Horton over there on sheet A. Good execution there. Another guard up for Auld.
Yep, Molly's playing, choosing to hit the short one. The double peel is an option here. I'm not sure, again, what the harm in playing the double peel is. I'm going to go with yes.
I would agree with you there, Hugh. Give it a crack anyway.
Well, again, it's kind of harmless. You can't really do much damage by trying it.
Big final on sheet B as well. Little with 3 in the 10th to beat Greenwood. That's got playoff implications there.
So that puts,
I believe that
Greenwood out of it.
Yeah, and I believe also with the loss to Horton, Horton's also eliminated, I believe. Hugh, can you confirm that? Okay. So, yeah.
What that speaks to is exactly
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the right across the sheets, you know, it's the curling's been very equal. Deep field for sure.
Here we go. Now Molly's opted for the double peel.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, the reigning Canadian runner-up.
Game on, boys. We have 2 center guards.
Wow.
And Team Bayview throwing.
Wow. That's a big schnoz there. Big nose hit.
Big schnoz. Wow. Seldom heard in competition.
Good. Oh, mine's good. I think you need to go.
It's got to sit.
I would imagine Molly's going to ignore it. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was going to say she's going to ignore the rock in the back of the 8-foot, which she is going to do.
Do we have a timeout?
Timeout call. Because I think the traditional call, the normal school of thought is you're going to go up and double peel those 2 center guards.
Without a doubt.
So when Molly starts looking at something in the house, the coach is up, and we got a timeout.
And then you pushed it out.
That's level 2.
Watch your back.
Okay. I don't like a double peel. I don't like a double peel.
What do you
I'm okay with it.
I'm not okay with double peel.
She can't. No matter where she
So you're
comes.
playing a simple peel.
I'm okay with playing center one.
Simple peel.
I don't want a double peel.
Should we leave it top road?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and I guess in curling we default to what somebody wants to throw, and she said very specifically, I don't want to play this. I'm not really sure what the thought process is on that. But even if, well, I guess, but that's just so low probability that it shouldn't be something you're worried about.
Clearly, she didn't like it. There's no question that Caitlin didn't want to throw the double peel. Only other thing I can think of is that red guard is high enough.
Yes, I see where you're going with that thought.
I'm stretching, but
it's a bit of a stretch, but you're right. I mean, that's a valid point. The tighter one is the more dangerous guard.
Exactly, and I mean, if Molly had input in that conversation, I'm sure Molly would like both of them gone. You know, for what her shots are going to look like.
It's all about percentages and choices, though. And yeah, it's a marginally more dangerous guard, but there's also a chance of removing them both. I would opt for the chance of removing them both.
Yeah. And you know what? To Caitlin's credit, though, she wanted to throw it and she executed. She made the shot she wanted.
So you do have, as I said, you have to default. If that player doesn't want to throw it, you can't force her.
Yeah.
Or you can try and force her, but it may not come out the way you like.
It's interesting now with those two guards.
Well, now there's not such an obvious double peel. So, and the one is definitely more off the center line now, so I can see the single peel here. I mean, I think it makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Hard to tell if you could get a little action, though, and spin it, make both of them and spin it just off the line.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's any question that that's what Kevin Crew's trying to do with his team.
Absolutely.
Try and blast him into the cracks and do it.
Pair of pants.
Pair of pants. Pair of pants and up and around. Around the horn, pair of pants.
Crotch.
Crotch, pair of pants. Around the horn. Something.
Just describing the shot to you.
Now choices.
For sure.
Courtney is opting to go straight in now.
I think she really has to on skips first here. If you throw the guard, Molly's just going to whip it around.
You think?
Yeah, I do. Then Courtney's got potentially no shot.
Well, she's got the in off the red one.
True. With that red one there, it does change things for sure in the 8 foot. Courtney struggled to draw weight a bit, so we'll see if she can find it here.
Yeah, for line. Yes, line. Hard.
She's trying to get the center guard.
Just tuck around the guard.
Getting around it would be good, yep.
Oh yeah, get around it a bit. Now Molly's.
Okay. Well, that was a strategic option. So it's not the shot she was trying, but it's
a good result.
It's a good result. Yeah. This, to me, truly is another scenario. I thought there was a right and a wrong. To me, this is a total choice. This is a 50. You want to run the double peel?
I like it.
Perfect sense.
I like it too.
I totally think this is a personal preference.
Yeah, and she's chosen to come around. Okay, John, so if you're Molly, where do you want this? Because of that rock that we just talked about in the 8-foot, where does Molly want this to end up?
I would think that she wants this right in front of the tee line. I think if you're just right in front of the tee line, maybe not. She's
audible.
Okay.
Audible.
Changing the call from the hack.
I see, because I think they were worried about that. If they got it right to the tee line and they leave Courtney that in off, yes, it is going to be a little bit open, but I think Molly's trying to protect against.
Well, you're right. I mean, when I say in front of the tee line, if she touched the tee line, the double's there buried, and it's a problem.
Yeah. If she's top 4, I think she's happy, but she's playing this double peel and looks like it's in the hunt. Oh. Okay. Interesting call here. 2 choices, clearly.
Yeah, and she's calling the hit and roll.
She's called the hit and roll. I'd be tempted to throw the draw. That would be my first inkling. But I completely understand where Courtney's coming from. To lie 2, if she makes a roll, is significant. Because if she can get Molly to chase with a hit, she does have a saver.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I know I'd be playing the draw because that's my personal preference, but the hit, the advantage is, as you pointed out, you like to if you don't make it perfectly. That's significant.
Really working this. Way to freaking in. She's going hard on it.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a tough way to lose.
Yeah, sure is.
And now, given the situation, it's if I've read the scoreboard right, Courtney still has her own destiny in her own hands. So if she goes out and wins, she's in the next game. But she's got to shake that off. That's a tough one. It's coach time. Time to sit down and try and shake that one off.
Absolutely.
But she showed the composure earlier in this game. I think that she's going to have the ability to do that, and I think I would guess that Courtney will be out there putting out a good effort in the next game.
Yeah, for sure.
And how about Molly Greenwood
playing for her life? Comes up.
She gets the win.
First few ends, it certainly didn't look like that could have been the result. So she really hung in there and did a great job. Good win.
Well done. Thanks, you. Thanks, Trevor.
Thanks, guys.
It's the last, people.